Hi, creative people. If you are passionate about art and love bringing every detail of a coloring book to life, you are in the right video. Today, we are going to explore an incredible technique for coloring the world of flowers by the talented Johanna Basford, using watercolor pencils, wet wipes, and a tank brush. My name is Norma Corrado, and that is what we are going to do now. I think everyone agrees that the book World of Flowers is an invitation to unleash your creativity, but it can also be a challenge to decide where to start, which colors to use, and how to give that magical touch that each page deserves. We are going to explore a simple and essential tip to use in any coloring book, all in a simple and practical way so that you can improve your skills and have fun at the same time. So, grab your pencils, your book, and come with me to explore this fantastic world of colors and creativity. This video was inspired by a photo I saw on Pinterest. Let's get started. The first tip is to choose a color palette that makes sense for the illustration and that harmonizes well with the flowers. I'll show the colors used on the screen during the video. A good practice when choosing colors is to get inspired by nature or use a color wheel to ensure contrasts and combinations that work. Note that for a perfect color mix, I create smooth transitions between different tones. Start by applying light layers and little by little, press harder to intensify the color. This technique will help create a smooth gradient. Once the entire background of the page is filled in, let's do the magic. Take the wet tissue and always wipe the applied paint in the same direction. Don't worry too much about the drawing because we'll paint over it later. The background is ready, so let's get to the drawing itself. Here I chose the colors that most resemble the head of a pencil. To give even more realism and volume to the drawing, shading is essential. To do this, use darker tones for the areas that need shadows. For example, where the petals meet or where there are folds. This will make the drawing look like it is coming off the page. After applying the paint to the paper, I use the tank brush to mix and create a perfect gradient. Details make all the difference. I leave a space without coloring between two layers of color to leave a point of light. After coloring the pencils, let's go to the flowers. Again, I leave white spaces between the colors to create a point of light. If you want, you can create interesting textures in the flowers, such as the veins of the petals or details of the leaves. You can use the very fine tip of the pencil and make light strokes. This will make the drawing richer and more detailed. A super important tip is to avoid smudging. This is difficult. To do this, whenever you are working with colored pencils, be careful not to press too hard on the paper, which can cause smudging and damage the paper. If you need to erase any mistakes, use a precision eraser or pencil eraser and make gentle movements so as not to damage the paper. Finally, to give your drawing a special touch, add sparkles and contrasts. You can use a white or lighter toned pen to give that extra highlight to the petals, or a glitter pen to add shine. Let your imagination run wild and do whatever you want. And that's it. Now that you know this incredible technique, I'm sure your coloring book will gain even more life and color. Remember that practice makes perfect, so keep experimenting and having fun with your colored pencils, without fear of making mistakes. If you like these tips, don't forget to like, share with other artists, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Until next time, happy creating. Thank you.